Dan seperti yang kita saksikan tadi telah berlangsung pertandingan lanjutan BRI Liga 1 2021-2022. Pertandingan antara Persebaya berhadapan dengan Persib Bandung dan skor akhir imbang 1-1, dan kita lanjut dalam sesi post-match press conference. Hadir kali ini Coach Robert Alberts bersama David Da Silva dan juga dibantu oleh Coach Yaya Sunaria sebagai translator. Langsung mungkin untuk Coach Robert bisa menyampaikan komentarnya terkait jalannya pertandingan tadi seperti apa?
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised that we got the same referee that also officiated us only a few days back, and in that match we got 6 yellow cards. And honestly, if you've been involved in football for a professional level for more than 40 years, and it is so hard to understand sometimes. So I was really afraid before the match. I thought, let's see what will happen today. And my fears became true. Sorry, I have to speak about it. Because within the first 45 minutes, we already had 3 yellow cards, plus a yellow card for me. Even Coach Yaya asked the referee what was the card for. They couldn't give an answer because I never shouted anything at the referee. I shouted out of frustration that we got a yellow card again. If you're not allowed to express yourself, I didn't shout anything personal to the referee. I think it's a bit harsh, but that is the way the match is handled, and it intimidates our players immediately because we know we have 8 players on yellow cards, and with 1 more yellow card, they are suspended. Referees are also very well aware of that factor. That we were leading 1-0, I think the match was 50-50. I think that Persebaya dominated the match quite well with their passing game, and we were sharp enough with our speed to break through and to get a goal. And then in halftime, we knew exactly. We went through everything. Be careful with the referee. Don't get other cards because he's waiting for it. You're leading 1-0. You know Persebaya is coming, so be sharp and punish it. And then I think we had a good opportunity before we got the red card, which we don't discuss the red card. It was a red card. It was a second yellow card offense. But we could have scored 2-0 before that. But after we had to drop down to 10 men, you could see the tired legs. David just recovered. You could see it is the end of the season, which has been so hectic and incredible tense. So we couldn't carry our legs really anymore, and then they scored the 1-1 goal, and we had to defend, and we had to try to at least get a draw today. So we're still in a good position, number 2. The distance to the teams below us is still more or less the same, with our target to qualify for the AFC. And we're still hoping, of course, that with 3 matches left, Bali also can still drop points. Still an open affair. Although, if they win, it's becoming more obvious who will be the champion. Then, so we don't give up hope. I think 1-1 with a hard-fought match. What to say? I said it already in the beginning, but if you say the wrong things, all the haters will take out the wrong quotes again, and then I get called up again. But I didn't say anything wrong. I just say how it was. I didn't complain about anything. I just spoke about my fear before the match. So let's see. It's unfortunate that a match like this is decided by not strong match officials. No need to translate. Too long story, David. David, langsung David.
Iya, banyak juga permintaan.
Oke, ketika pertandingan belum berlangsung, kemudian saya melihat siapa yang akan memimpin pertandingan, saya sedikit surprise karena sebelumnya beberapa pertandingan sebelumnya wasit ini pernah memimpin, kemudian saya sedikit takut karena kejadian sebelumnya kita banyak mendapatkan kartu kuning, sampai 6 termasuk dengan saya waktu itu. Dan kita sudah melihat bagaimana pertandingan sebelumnya, terlepas dari bagaimana wasit memimpin pertandingan. Ketika misalnya salah satu wasit mencoba memimpin pertandingan dengan memberikan tekanan kepada pemain dengan kartu kuning, tentunya yang akan terjadi seperti ini, akan banyak kartu kuning yang keluar dan akhirnya pemain merasakan ketidakadilan menurut mereka. Ketika seseorang misalnya melakukan tackling kemudian dia tidak mendapatkan pelanggaran dengan kartu kuning, akhirnya ada satu tekanan, saya harus berbuat yang sama misalnya seperti itu, tetapi ternyata lain. Dan saya mencoba ketika sebelum memulai pertandingan kita sudah coba ingatkan bagaimana karakter wasit ini, kemudian termasuk ketika selesai pertandingan di paruh babak pertama. Kita coba mengingatkan lagi untuk lebih fokus kepada pertandingan dan pertandingan kita sendiri. Itu. Kemudian mengenai jalannya pertandingan, kita memang mencoba melihat bagaimana perkembangan tim, terutama kita sendiri, kemudian lawan yang akan kita hadapi. Karena Persibaya adalah tim yang sangat menyukai bagaimana mereka bermain bola dari kaki ke kaki. Dan kita cukup bisa mengantisipasi itu dengan membuat transisi dari negatif atau misalnya dari bertahan, kemudian kita coba memanfaatkan transisi di tengah, kemudian akhirnya bisa menciptakan gol. Dan itu sampai di babak pertama. Dan kemudian ketika di babak kedua, sebelum kartu merah terjadi, kita masih punya peluang sebetulnya. Peluang yang jelas bisa menjadi 2-0 ketika Bruno mendapatkan peluang itu kemudian kena tiang. Tetapi akhirnya kartu merah terjadi dan bisa dilihat bagaimana kita mengalami banyak tekanan dan tentunya kita akan depend untuk itu. Jadi sekarang tentunya kita masih berharap bahwa segala sesuatunya bisa terjadi di sepak bola. Kita masih ada di urutan klasmen kedua saat ini dan masih tertinggal dengan beberapa tim yang di bawahnya. Tetapi kita juga bisa melihat bagaimana Bali United ketika misalnya pertandingan berikutnya bisa menang, tentunya besar harapannya Bali untuk menjadi juara. Tetapi kita coba memberikan tekanan, berusaha fokus ke pertandingan berikutnya supaya kita tetap bisa mengamankan di posisi kedua, kemudian berharap ada hal yang lain di pertandingan berikutnya untuk Bali United.
I think we have to add one more thing. Since when in football is a back pass an offside? We scored a goal from one of the back pass of Persebaya, very clear. Everybody can see it. It was a back pass, and the goal was not allowed because it was deemed offside. That's a big mistake in the match by the referee, and they can just walk away with it. But we lose points, and we get yellow cards on top of that when you get angry. And not even personal. We get angry on the situations, how it is handled. We have a right to be angry about it.
Ya, kemudian tadi ada yang perlu saya tambahkan, saya lupa bahwa ketika saya mendapatkan kartu kuning, saya tertekan dengan situasi yang membuat pemain kita akhirnya mendapatkan kartu kuning. Saya tidak personal langsung menjudge keputusan wasit, tidak. Meskipun misalnya pemain kita ada yang kartu merah, memang betul harus kartu merah. Tetapi ketika situasi kartu kuning, apa yang terjadi? Makanya Kut bilang seperti itu. Dan ketika saya coba tanyakan, Ya bahasanya ya wasit yang keempat bilang karena saya mendengar kata pak, tapi itu bukan sekali lagi ditujukan kepada wasit. Kemudian coach menambahkan barusan bahwa harusnya wasit juga lebih jeli dalam melihat pertandingan karena ada momen di mana ketika kita melakukan penekanan dengan melakukan penyerangan dan mereka coba membangun, kita membuat momen di mana mereka tertekan dan mereka jelas kita lihat bolanya back pass ke teman sendiri dan kita coba memanfaatkan situasi itu karena back passnya salah, tetapi apa yang terjadi offset.
Okay, David, say as little as possible.
Oke, untuk David mungkin ada satu pertanyaan. Apa arti selebrasi kamu saat tadi berhasil mencetak gol ke gawang Persebaya?
Yeah, the first of all, I want to congrats my teammates. We're fighting one player less. That's were very hard, and how the game is still going. We have not a long time to recover, so it was a very game crown for us after the second half. I thought the second thing that I'm very sad now because the result we were close to score the second goal, and we get the second yellow card for Ardi, and we lost the player, and it started to be very hard for us. And coach already said everything about the mistakes, the technical mistakes, so I can't speak anything more. I just have to agree. And but how the situation is, we still going on to take the title. That's my target here. Everyone knows the Persib Bandung has every time to fight for title, and how the big is the team. We still fighting, and we still continue going on the table. So till the last game we have to fight. So I have to congrats my teammate and nothing more. That's a personal from I don't want to say names. Just I celebrate as for who want to understand. I just give the way for who want to speak about this. Get some answer from everyone, but everyone knows my situation here. I will fight for my team. I have to speak about Persib Bandung that I wear the t-shirt now, the jersey, and I have to respect my jersey now that I wear. And I'm very proud of myself that I fought it until the end of until I stay in the field. So I'm very happy for this, for scoring, because this is my work, my job. I helped my team too when I was there. So that's all.
Ya, saya hanya akan menerjemahkan dari pertanyaan tadi, pertanyaannya saja. Saya memang melakukan selebrasi itu untuk seseorang, tapi tidak bisa saya sampaikan atau katakan. Tetapi ini menjadi tanda bahwa saya senang dengan bisa menciptakan gol. Dan saya bekerja keras untuk itu, dan saya bangga ketika saya misalnya bisa mencetak tim untuk tim kebanggaan saya. Dan kita masih ingin berusaha di setiap pertandingan, termasuk pertandingan selanjutnya, untuk bisa berada di klasmen yang di atas. Itu saja.
Baik, rekan media, mohon maaf tidak semua pertanyaan bisa kami bacakan karena waktu juga yang terbatas. Kalau begitu untuk sesi post-match press conference dari tim Persib Bandung diakhiri. Thank you Coach Robert, thank you David, dan juga terima kasih juga untuk Coach Yaya Sunaria. Saya tutup dengan wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Terima kasih sudah menonton. Silakan subscribe, like, dan jangan lupa komen di bawah ya bola spotter.